Hey there, David Gordon from TheaterMania here. I'm here with Andrew Goren, founder and CEO of an app called Harmony Helper. You may have heard of it. It's something that I've known about for several years. And Andrew, I'm really excited to talk to you about it.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited to share a little bit more about Harmony Helper.
My pleasure. Tell me about how you created it and why you created it.
Yeah, so a little bit of background on me is I'm a theater kid. I've loved theater. I performed professionally from a young age. And when I was 13 years old, I booked my first professional show at the Walnut Street Theater in Philly. And I walk into rehearsal on the first day and I get the script. And I see on the script that I am opening the show singing harmony with someone else. And up until that point, I didn't have to sing a whole lot of harmony. And if I was, my voice hadn't changed and I was singing a melody with all the sopranos. So anyway, in the rehearsal room, I was fine because I had the accompanist plunking out my part. But then we get to the final dress rehearsal and I had microphones and sound. And I walk out on stage, lights come up, and I open my mouth to sing. And for the first time, I could hear the other person singing harmony with me. And, you know, there's the actor's nightmare where an actor walks out on stage and forgets their lines. Well, I had the singer's nightmare. I walked out on stage and forgotten how to sing. And that was embarrassing and frustrating. And I continued to run into this problem as I continued to perform and sing. And I met other people with the problem. And that was when I was 13 years old. Fast forward a few more years, I had this concept in my head for an app that taught people how to sing harmony. Then I met Rob McClure, who became a mentor of mine. He found out about the idea, and we really put this app into motion. It not only is a space for singers to learn their harmonies, but it's also a digital rehearsal room that you can take any piece of sheet music, regardless of your ability to read sheet music and skill level, load it into the app and learn it. And that's what Harmony Helper has become.
That's really awesome. How did you and Rob meet?
So in Philadelphia, there's a theater called the Arden Theater, and they had a great teen Arden program that was entirely free for teenagers in Philadelphia that hosted free workshops every week. And Rob was doing a free workshop, and I went, and I was amazed with what Rob had to say, and I felt like I learned a lot from him just within those 2 1-hour sessions. And I asked if he gave private lessons, and he said he didn't give a ton of them, but I continued to talk to him, and we felt we were a good fit for each other, and we started to work together. And then from there, he found out about Harmony Helper, and we put the app into motion. We brought it to the Paper Mill Playhouse. He was a conservatory kid back in 1999 and 2000. I became a part of the Paper Mill Summer Conservatory, and then in 2017, we actually beta tested Harmony Helper with the Paper Mill Summer Conservatory. So it was sort of a full circle moment there.
Tell me about the development of the app. I mean, I know nothing about technology, but I imagine you're very tech savvy, having developed an app. Are you like entirely self-taught? Like, tell me about that process.
Yeah, this was not something that was a single person effort. It's not just me. We have a team of wonderful technologists, music theorists, music teachers who have come together to really build this app. So yes, I'm very involved on the tech side, but we also have a development team, and we've really spent a lot of time with the community trying to get this right. We took a proof of concept in 2015 or 2016 to Broadway Con of just a rehearsal area. We got feedback. We built on from that. We then did our beta test in 2017 with the Paper Mill. We got feedback. And then we continued to take it to the American Choral Directors Association, the Texas Music Educators Association. And from there, we launched the full app back in November of this past year. And that's really how this has grown. So it really has been a multi-person team effort in creating what you see.
What kind of feedback have you gotten now that the app is launched in full? Like, what have you heard from people?
So a big thing that we've heard, especially now during the pandemic, is that it's really helped individuals streamline the rehearsal and practice experience. And then during the pandemic, it's helped teachers as a way to collaborate with singers during the pandemic. Rob actually, well, I have, and Rob have heard from multiple performers that, they have to film a self-tape and they have a piece of music that they were sent over and they don't know how to read music. They don't have the time to learn it, or they can't get to a voice coach to learn it. So they load that music into the app and Harmony Helper teaches it to them. And that was something that wasn't fully possible before Harmony Helper. And then during the pandemic, a great example with our new Harmony Helper for Groups feature, the Roger Rees Awards had to move their award ceremony to online.
Right.
And typically the Roger Rees Awards has 3 group numbers, and they wanted to do those digitally in a virtual choir format. And what we did was, using our Harmony Helper for Groups online management portal, we took that music, we loaded it into Harmony Helper, and separated out the vocal parts for the performers. They're able to learn their music remotely using Harmony Helper and then submit their videos to be featured in the virtual choir. So during the pandemic, we've been able to pivot our technology and business model to truly help as many people as we can during this time.
That's awesome. I want you to give me a demo now.
Yes.
I have it up, so I'm going to pull up your phone, which has and you'll show us what it is and what it does.
That's great. All right, can you see my screen all right?
Totally.
Great. So this is our songbooks page. This is sort of the main hub of the app once you either log in or create an account. We have our Harmony Helper songbook, which is entirely free for anyone to access, even without an account. It has a few preloaded songs in it that really give people an idea of what the rehearsal experience is like with Harmony Helper. We also are working with GIA Publishing to load the top 50 of their songs into the app as well, entirely for free for everyone to access during the pandemic. That will be coming soon, as well as we're putting in a songbook for vocal warm-ups for free for people to access if they need to quickly warm up their voice.
Nice.
So now we get to my songbook, and this is where, as a subscriber, which is $4.99 a month or $49.99 for the year, you can take photos of your sheet music or upload a PDF or music XML file of your music, and you can learn it. It will play it for you, separate out the vocal parts. Although we're called Harmony Helper, it also works perfectly with solo music as well. So that you can do in my songbook. And you'll see we have some additional songbooks here. School songbook, the TheaterMania songbook. These are shared songbooks. And what that means is, using our Harmony Helper for Groups feature, you can load in your own, a director can load in your own music and then spread it out. And what you can do is, using email addresses, it will connect to the Harmony Helper database, and it will allow you to share that music that you put in there. So if you need to share music with people, you can put it in and blast that out. And our Harmony Helper for Groups portal just recently launched this past week, and we're working with groups and organizations for discounted and bulk pricing, so they can reach out to info@harmonyhelper.com for more information there. We're really trying to help people during the pandemic. But now I'm going to add my own song by clicking on my songbook. And you'll see I already have a song loaded in here called Andrew's Song. If you wanted to start from scratch, you just click Add Song and upload the PDF or photo. And I'm going to click on the 3 dots and edit my vocal part. So after you upload a song, you have to create a specific vocal part. So I'm going to click Create My Part. And it knows, based off of the music that I uploaded, how many vocal staves there are. So it knows there's 2 vocal staves in this song. So it wants to know if I sing on the top staff or the bottom staff. In my case, I'm a tenor, I sing on the bottom staff. Now it wants to know, when there's a single part, do I sing? Yes, I do. And then it wants to know when there are 2 parts, do I sing the top part or the bottom part? I sing the top part. And those are all the relevant questions for that piece of music. And now what will happen is, it'll show my part in white and the other parts in other colors.
That's so cool.
Oh, thank you. And if you upload a solo piece of music, it'll just show your part. It won't even ask you any questions.
Yeah.
And now I can play the song. Apparently, the screen sharing software does not use the audio, but you can play the song and it plays it in a piano format. You can adjust the different parts. You can adjust the octave. Thank you. Yeah, you have full flexibility over what you're hearing while you practice. And then when you're ready to get feedback, you'll plug in your headphones, you'll click the record button, and it'll give you real-time feedback on the screen of exactly what you need to work on. Your voice will be represented in red, and you want to fill in the white note bubble. And not only can you see if you're on and off pitch, but you can also listen back to your recording with the other parts to see and hear how you've done. So that's a little bit of what Harmony Helper has to offer, and we're really excited about our Harmony Helper for Groups portal, which really allows music directors to share their music with members, and we really feel like it will connect our technology and close the link between teachers and students during the pandemic and going forward.
That's really fantastic.
Thank you.
If I were a singer, it would be the first thing I would download.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. And people can just find it in the App Store, or is it?
Yeah, so we're on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store, and it's $4.99 a month or $49.99 for the year. If you're a director, it's an extra $1 per month, or extra $10 for the year. And the director portal allows you to share with other Harmony Helper subscribers. But as I mentioned, people can reach out to us at info@harmonyhelper.com for bulk and discounted pricing during the pandemic. We believe that this tool will be helpful to people and keep people singing and performing during the pandemic, and we don't want to turn people away from it. So reach out to us and we can work something out.
Andrew, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And thanks everybody for watching. Be well.